Do what?
Remember the Sabbath day.
Why did he have to say remember? Why? Because he already knew. God already showed Moses, your people will go into slavery, will get scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. They will lose their identity. They will lose their customs. They will lose their God. They will start worshiping the white man as God. They will start worshiping Islam and Iraq. You understand? He already knew that we would forget, but he also knew that God would send his prophets in the last days to bring to the remembrance to the people who they are. That's right. Why we are here. Right. To bring to our people the remembrance that they're not Ghanaians, they're not Haitians, they are the children of Israel. Right. That Christ is a black man, that's bad news for black people?
No, I didn't hear that.
Oh, you didn't hear that? Okay. So I'll repeat the question again. Black people learning that according to the Bible, Jesus Christ is a black man. Is that good news or is that bad news?
It's good news. Okay,
it's good news. Now let me ask you, let me pick your brain. Why do you say it's good news?
Because I'm black.
Oh, that's right. Because you're black. That's good news, right? Now, black people that say it doesn't matter. Why do you think they say it doesn't matter?
Because they are going to, according to what everyone goes by.
Oh, because they're going according to what everybody goes by. Why? Why do you think that they're comfortable going with what everybody goes with? Why?
It's like when you buy something at the shop, you see like it's like everyone is buying. You don't know what they got, but everyone is buying clothes.
Right. So basically, they're following. Give me. Thou shalt not follow. You know what I said? Follow a multitude to do evil. You know.
Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil.
So I'm going with the thought. They're just following along with what everybody is doing, right? Because you know what they don't want to admit is that this is evil. This is evil.
That's right.
This is the image of the beast.
Right.
This is the image that if our forefathers and ancestors and foremothers did not bow down and accept this, what do you think happened to them? They were killed. They were murdered. They were tortured. They were burnt.
That's right.
Yes, they were enslaved. So this was forcefully imposed on us.
Right.
So the people today that are our people. Because if white people want to follow this as their God, that's fine with me. They ain't got nothing to do with me. Si ça c'est votre Dieu, vous voulez suivre ça comme votre Dieu, ça me dérange pas. Mais mon peuple doit savoir que ça c'est pas Jésus-Christ,
right.
Ça c'est pas Dieu. You understand? Now the Bible says what? This is a law that God gave to us. Read that again.
Exodus 23 verse 2. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil.
You ever heard about when Christ said, if the blind lead the blind, what's going to happen? They're going to fall where? They're going to fall in the ditch. You understand? So the reason why it's easier to follow, give me Romans 12. The reason why it's easier to follow what the multitude does is if you follow what the multitude does, do you think the multitude is going to hate you? If you go along with what everybody else goes along with. Because you go with them. But when you start breaking away from the multitude, what do you think is going to happen? You will be hated. You understand? But that's why we got to have faith. You understand? We got to have faith. Like, for example, when you read the prophets in the Bible, were they not hated? They were hated, right? But what were they doing? What is it that they were hated for? They were, hold that. Give me 1 Thessalonians 4 verse 8. I'm going to show you, brother.
I'm going to take time.
Hey, what were you planning on doing today? Because it's not a coincidence for you to be here right now. What were you planning on doing today? Going to work? What were you going to do today?
I've been sent somewhere.
You've been sent somewhere? For work?
Yeah, no, not work.
Not work?
To collect stuff.
To collect stuff. Okay. Watch this.
1 Thessalonians 4 verse 8. He therefore that despiseth.
He that therefore that despises, meaning he that hates, go ahead.
Despise not man.
Meaning you're not hating man, go ahead.
But God.
But God. That's what, like Christ getting killed. The Pharisees, our own people, black people, killed Christ, killed their Messiah. They hated Christ, but who did they really hate? It was God that they hated.
Right.
You understand? It was God that they hated. So now, quickly, if Jesus Christ is a black man, what nationality was Jesus Christ? He was a Jew. He was a Jew. Give me Jeremiah 14:2. So Jesus Christ being black and he was a Jew, then what color are the Jews?
Black.
Let's read it.
Jeremiah 14 and verse 2.
Read out.
Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof language.
Judah mourneth. Jew is the short for Judah. You understand? When you read Jew in the Bible, it's talking about Judah. Go ahead.
They are black unto the ground.
What color are the Jews?
They are black unto the ground.
That's all throughout the Bible. You're not going to find white people as Jews in the Bible. You're not going to find Jesus as a white man in the Bible. That's nowhere in the Bible. The Bible is black people's history. That's slavery. Yokes of iron on our necks. Right. Going into slavery on slave ships. Right. These things is all written in the Bible. Now, the only reason why we don't know these things, you know why? Because the same people that enslaved us, they're the same people who are now giving us religion. They're giving us Baptists, Methodists. They gave us this, did they not? Bring it on. And with this comes what? False doctrine. Right. You understand? So what's your name, my brother? Emmanuel. Biblical name. Emmanuel. What we're doing, you're called to do the same thing. You understand? You're called to do the same thing. What church you go to? Pentecost. Okay. You go to Pentecostal Church. Okay. What's the history behind Pentecost? Yes. Like if I ask you, do you keep the day of Pentecost? Bring it up. No. But you see, the Pentecost is an actual day to keep. It's called Feast of First Fruits. You understand? So we have the Pentecostal Church, but we don't keep the Feast of Pentecost. Does that make sense? It doesn't make sense. Who created the Pentecostal Church? Huh? Who? See that? The Baptist religion. A white man named John Smith. The Mormon, Joseph Smith. Adventist, a white woman named Ellen G. White. Jehovah's Witness, Charles T. Russell. And now watch this. The Pentecostal Church in 1901. A white man named Charles Parham. You understand? And if we were in slavery, right? If your slave master was a Baptist, as a slave, what were you? What were you? You were Baptist too. If your slave master is Jehovah's Witness, then what are you as a slave? Jehovah's Witness. Same thing with Pentecost. You understand? We follow what the so-called white man gave us in slavery. But what did God give us? What did God give us? If Christ is black, the Jews are black, and that means that we are what? What's our nationality? We are the Jews. We are the Jews. We are the people of the book. So as the Jews, I'm going to give you two scriptures and I'm going to let you go. Deuteronomy 4 verse 44. This is what God gave us. God did not give us Pentecostal. He did not give us Baptist, Catholic. He didn't give us none of that. This is all religion that white man created to establish himself on earth, so that if you see the Bible, automatically you're associated to him.
Right.
You want to learn anything about the Bible, you got to go to the white man.
Right.
You want to learn anything about God, you got to go to the white man. That's why he established all these religions.
That's right.
Over the earth. You understand? This is what God gave us. Watch this.
Deuteronomy 4, verse 44. And this is the law which Moses set before the children of Israel.
And this is the religion.
And this is the law that Moses set before the children of Israel.
This is what God gave us. God gave us laws. Like today, have you ever heard of the Sabbath? You ever heard of the Sabbath? You go to church on Sunday. Okay, according to the Bible, where can I find in the Bible where God said go to church on Sunday? Can I find that somewhere? No. Where did we learn that? White people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? White people, yes. Yes. They changed it. If you go on YouTube right now, you will find videos from Catholic priests admitting that they changed the Sabbath day from Saturday to Sunday. You understand? Read this. What you got?
Exodus 3?
Yes.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8.
So you see how with this false image comes what? False doctrines, false religions, things that go against the Bible. You understand? Read that.
Remember the Sabbath day.
Do what?
Remember the Sabbath day.
Why did he have to say remember? Why? Because he already knew. God already showed Moses. Your people will go into slavery, will get scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. They will lose their identity. They will lose their customs. They will lose their God. They will start worshiping the white man as God. They will start worshiping Islam and the rock. You understand? He already knew that we would forget, but he also knew that God would send his prophets in the last days to bring to the remembrance to the people who they are. That's right. Why we are here. Right. To bring to our people the remembrance that they're not Ghanaians, they're not Haitians, they are the children of Israel.
Right.
And God gave them laws to keep. Read that.
Exodus 20 verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
That remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Go ahead.
6 days shall thou labor.
6 days shall thou labor.
And do all thy work. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
The 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. When you look at a calendar, what's the first day of the week? Nope. Monday is the first day that we go to work.
That's Sunday.
Yes, Sunday is the first day of the week. That's right. You understand? The 7th day is what then? It will be today. You understand? So going forward, you got to start keeping the Sabbath. You understand? I'm going to show you one last one before we go. Revelation 2 and verse 9. Revelation 2 and verse 9.
Revelation 2 and verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation.
This is Christ speaking to the real Jews. He says, I know your works and tribulation. Go ahead.
And poverty.
And what?
And poverty.
Are the people in Ghana, are they not in poverty? All over Africa, are our people not in poverty? Even when you come here to Montreal, there's ghettos, there's slums. Who lives there? Blacks and Hispanics. Wherever you go on the earth, we're at the bottom, we are in poverty. Christ is speaking to us. He says, I know your works and your tribulation and your poverty. But watch this.
But thou art rich.
But what?
But thou art rich.
But Christ said we are rich.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity.